Slovenia is located in the western part of the Balkans. It's bordering Hungary, Croatia, Italy and Austria. It was part from Yugoslavia, but in 1991 Slovenia gained independence. Slovenia has a very interesting relief, touching the Alps and reaching Adriatic Sea. The relief can be split into three parts. The mountains at north and south. The highest mountains are the Julian Alps and Dinaro Mountain, while the highest point is Peak Triglav, which is 2,864 meters high. The next part is the hills and highlands in central Slovenia, called Hribovje, Slovenian Krajina, and Karniola. In Upper Karniola, you can visit the beautiful Lake Bled. The highlands are also famous with the wine production, which is so developed that in Slovenia there's winery on every 70 people. And we finish with the low parts located in eastern and central Slovenia. These regions are Prekmurje, Slovenian Styria, and central Slovenia. Here are the most populated areas in the country and the capital, Ljubljana. And now we go in. Slovenian history can be explained very easily, including the most important parts. The first people came in Slovenia around 40,000 years before Christ. You can see their settlements in Potok Cave. Later the Roman Empire came and Slovenia is part from the empire over 6 centuries. After Roman Empire fell, Slavs came and Slovenia became part from Samo's kingdom. In 8th century, Slovenes established their country, Carantania, but Franks annexed Carantania. Slovenia is part from Holy Roman Empire, first as Duchy of Carantania and later as part from the Habsburg Empire, split into 3 provinces, Carniola, Carantania and Styria. Napoleonic Wars, Slovenia is part from the Illyrian provinces, but Napoleon lost and Slovenia became again part from Austria. In 1967, renamed into Austria-Hungary. Slovenian territory is in 2 provinces, Kastel and Carantania. World War I happens, Austria-Hungary crashes, Slovenia is part from Kingdom of Yugoslavia, but World War II happens, Nazis come in, independent state of Croatia is established by the Nazis, Soviets came, Yugoslavia is again re-established but now a socialist republic, and then this guy named Tito drew modern borders of Slovenia. But terrible ethnic diversity becomes a problem, and in 1991 there civil war, Slovenia became independent state this year, and in 2004 Slovenia joins European Union and NATO, and enjoys the Eurozone in 2007. So we go into speaking about population. Slovenia's population is a bit more than 2 million people and is growing, making them the second former Yugoslavian republic with growing population. The official language is Slovenian, while the biggest ethnic group are Slovenes, which are 80% from the population. The life expectancy is 80 years, while the median age is 42.8 years. Speaking about ethnicities, the country is more homogeneous than most of the former Yugo republics. 83% ethnic Slovenes, 2% Serbs, 2% Croats, 1% Bosniaks, and 12% other or undecided. The religions are in a bit different situation. 58% Catholics, 2% Muslims, 2% Orthodox, 5% non-affiliated, 23% other or undecided, and 10% non-religious. Slovenia gave many people in the name of progress. Here we can mention Duncan Howden, a physics Nobel laureate with Slovenian roots, Slavoj Žižek, one from the famous philosophers, Srećko Kosovel, a famous poet, Goran Dragic, a basketball player, plays for Miami Heat, Jan Oblak, Atletico Madrid's goalkeeper, one from the best goalkeepers in the world, Melania Trump, the First Lady of USA, and finally, Talking Tom, made by Slovenians, downloaded by more than 1 billion people. And the next part is Talking about relations between Slovenia and the other countries, we can mention that Slovenia is maybe the only former Yugoslavian republic which hasn't had problems with its past. We can split the relations in two parts. France and, well, complicated relations. Friend zone. Here are the countries and alliances which have friendly and very good relations with Slovenia. Here we can start with European Union and NATO since Slovenia is member in these unions. Slovenia has very good relations with Germany and Vatican City because Slovenia received a lot of help from these countries to become independent state. The relations with its neighbors are good, especially with Hungary and Austria. Complicated or neutral relations. Here are the countries which have mixed relations. They can be good and bad in one time, especially the neighbors Croatia and Italy. As they are members in EU and NATO, they are very friendly each other. But there are some territorial disputes between Slovenia and Croatia, some irrelevant places on the border between them and between Italy and Slovenia. Slovenians claim trust as rightful part from Slovenia. Russia and Serbia are in complicated relations with Slovenia too. Due to the past, Slovenians used to hate Serbia, a successor of Yugoslavia, since they launched a war against their independence movement in 1991. But now Slovenia and Serbia are again in the good relations. But the past cannot be forgotten. Russia wants to be friends with Slovenians, but the EU becomes a huge problem. With the rest of the world, Slovenia has neutral relations. Enemies. Well, Slovenia has not have enemies, making them the only former Yugoslavian republic which hasn't hostile relations towards someone, which is very unique. And this is the last part from the video. Hope you...
Hey, is this all? You kidding me?
Oops, I forgot. At the end of the video we'll make a virtual trip around the beautiful Slovenia, presenting you some places which we didn't mention in the video. And we start our trip with the beautiful Lake Bled, located in Upper Corniola. The lake is unique because there is not only a lake, but there is the only island in Slovenia. We come in Postojna Cave, the longest cave in Slovenia with its huge 20 kilometers length. You can see beautiful cave formations here. We are now in Pajama Castle, the most famous castle in Slovenia. The unique in this castle is the fact that there is a cave next to the castle. The next part from our trip is Karst Plateau, which gave the name for Karst type relief. That means the relief have many caves. And we come in Maribor, the second biggest city in Slovenia, the biggest ski resort here, and 2012 European Capital of Culture. At the small Slovenian beach is located the Slovenian Sea Pearl, the beautiful city of Piran. And we finish our trip in the center of Ljubljana, where the old city is located, the most famous landmark in the capital. This is the end. Hope you liked the video. The next episode will come into the beautiful Croatia. Thank you for the watching.